Hey, welcome back. The 2009 HHR here. I got the back wheels blocked. I'm going to change the rotors out on this and the front pads. I am on jack stands and on both sides. And I've got my wheel turned to where I can get to the caliper bolts. Caliper pin bolts, I believe they are. Anyway, take this caliper loose, 14 millimeter on these bolts, and I'm going to hang it right up here somewhere. So to take the caliper loose, 14 millimeter, hopefully it won't turn, it'll break loose. I think they're 30 some foot-pounds. That one broke loose pretty easily. Let's try this guy down here. Yeah. Let me look up the torque on those real quick. Okay, these caliper pin bolts are on at 26 foot-pounds. Now I'm probably going to get a screwdriver and try and pry this piston back just a little bit so the caliper will slide off easier. Stick the screwdriver down here, find a spot and pry. I got to keep an eye on my brake fluid reservoir up there, because when I do this, it's going to push all the fluid back up into the reservoir and overflow it. They say to loosen the cap on the reservoir, and I'm not going to do that at the moment. I got plenty of real estate in the reservoir right now to maybe not cause any pressure. I'll find out. Anyway, let me go get a screwdriver, see if I can pry this caliper back a little bit. I just stuck a screwdriver in there and pulled back on it slowly, and I believe I compressed it a little bit. It seems to be a little looser in there. So, go ahead and take these bolts out. I'm taking these bolts out right here. They hold the caliper to the guide pins. Anyway, that's what they look like. Another one here on top I gotta get. Alright, I got that on just about as best I can. These caliper bracket bolts are on at 85 foot-pounds, and I might have to go get a bigger wrench. Take this caliper bracket off. My wrench was big enough. See there, everything's loose, including the rotor. I'm doing that. Fall off on my foot. Now, I'm going to go get two hands on this now. Anyway, I'll take this bracket off and show you what I got. Okay, here it is. And these brake pads just slide out of the little clips right there that they're in. And you just put your new ones in with a little grease on them. That's what I'm going to do next. Actually, I'm going to take this rotor off next. Yeah, replace it. Some rotors will have a little washer type clip all around, maybe a couple of these studs that hold this on. Some rotors will actually have a recessed Allen wrench bolt. And some rotors are just held on with the lug nuts like this one. The reason I'm changing this out is because when I put on the brakes, I got a shimmy in the front end. And I suspect the rotors, I know when I bought one of these HHRs new, I had the same problem with the rotor hose on it. So It could be other things in the suspension and all, but for right now, I'm just going to go with the rotors, and if that doesn't fix my problem, then I'll look to probably the steering linkage, the intermediate shaft or something like that. But so I'm just going to go ahead and replace the rotors because I believe these may be warped, and I'll also replace the pads. I'm just going with some aftermarket stuff here. I believe it was purchased from Summit Auto Parts. I don't remember. Rock Auto will not deliver to Arizona anymore. Something to do with the tax situation that our governor put on them. And semi-metallic pads. Could have gone with ceramic, probably should have. Semi-metallic will help you stop quicker, but ceramic is easier on the rotors. I'm going to measure these and then get going on this. Holes are lining up perfectly. Okay, these are the right ones. Okay, you want to clean around here with the wire brush if you have any rust, because you want your rotor to fit flush with the wheel hub. You want to use brake clean to clean any residue off of the surface here and on the other side as well. I'm reusing my old hardware, these anti-rattle clips. Some people put grease behind those. I'm not doing it today on this. And you can see the difference in the pads. Let me get it there. One on the right's the new one on the left is the old one. Which one do you think has more stopping power? I'm going to use a little of this on the inserts there, clips where the brake pads go. These things are so slippery I can't hardly keep them in place, but my rattle clip goes on the bottom on this side, aftermarket thing. I mean my wear indicator. So now I'm going to set it onto the rotor, 2 hands, no camera. Okay, these bolts are on at 85 foot-pounds. I'm going to go ahead and do that. A lot of people would pull these guide pins out and re-grease them, but these are so nice, and the boots are still really good. Like I said, this car only has 110,000 on it, so I don't see any reason to do that. They're very nice, springy. I'm skipping a lot of lubrication because of things like that. The car being new is what I mean, so new. What I meant to say is I'm skipping a lot of this lubrication because the car has so few miles on it and has never been out of Arizona, so no rust basically to speak of. Anyway, I'll put the caliper back on. I'm going to have to grease the caliper piston a little bit with some of that brake lubricant. Technically, you want this piston pushed all the way back in there so that it'll slide over the pads, because the pads are new. And you want to grease this area here on it, and maybe the two tabs on this side, or the pad on this side, whichever's easier. And slide it back on. I'm going to, usually you can take an old pad and put it on there and compress it with a C-clamp, but usually you can take an old pad, put it on there and compress it with a C-clamp. But I don't have a C-clamp handy right now. I bought a bazillion of them and now I can't find one of them. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and maybe take my channel locks and see if I can push it back in there a little bit more and then put it on. These caliper pin bolts are on at 27 foot-pounds, 14 millimeter. Okay, she rolls nice and smooth. Feels real good. This side's done, except for tightening the lug nuts, putting on the hubcap. Alrighty, that one is done too. New rotor, new pads. Really looks nice. It's not a hard job, it's just difficult in 100-degree temperatures with wind.